more like we're getting power bounces that are causing the internet to go down. Like the lights are flickering and everything in the room, and the internet just kind of shuts off. And so I may have to probably quit at some point soon. But hey, let's get going. So the higher-ups at Blizzard decided that they could distill down player engagement and profit-making mechanisms into a science. Steve Jobs. Yeah. So Steve Jobs is a guy we want to listen to for a second. Here we go.
They did show us, yeah. So, and it's good that they showed us because the technology crashed and burned at Xerox. And they used to call the, what's that?
No, I was just...
Why?
Yeah, why?
Oh, I actually thought a lot about that, and I learned more about that with John Scully later on, and I think I understand it now pretty well. What happens is, like with John Scully, John came from PepsiCo, and they at most would change their product, you know, once every 10 years. I mean, to them, a new product was like a new size bottle, right? So if you were a product person, you couldn't change the course of that company very much. So who influenced the success of PepsiCo? The sales and marketing people. Therefore, they were the ones that got promoted, and therefore they were the ones that ran the company. Well, for PepsiCo, that might have been okay, but it turns out the same thing can happen in technology companies that get monopolies, like, oh, IBM and Xerox. If you were a product person at IBM or Xerox, so you make a better copy or a better computer. So what? When you have a monopoly market share, the company's not any more successful. So the people that can make the company more successful are sales and marketing people, and they end up running the companies. And the product people get driven out of the decision-making forums. And the companies forget what it means to make great products. It sort of the product sensibility and the product genius that brought them to that monopolistic position gets rotted out by people running these companies who have no conception of a good product versus a bad product. They have no conception of the craftsmanship that's required to take a good idea and turn it into a good product. And they really have no feeling in their hearts, usually, about wanting to really help the customers. So that's what happened at Xerox. The people at Xerox PARC used to call the people that ran Xerox.
Google Steve Jobs rotting of companies, and you'll get that video. And it's part of a larger interview, which I'd recommend finding as well. But that really puts things into perspective, I think. All right. Elder Scrolls 6 was confirmed to be a VR exclusive, then I wouldn't play it. It's that simple. I don't have that much attachment to the Elder Scrolls, nor am I this rabid Elder Scrolls channel that needs Elder Scrolls to survive. I'll do just fine without it if they decide to go in that direction. Do a Half-Life Alyx. Yeah. Remember, despite the fact that you may see these long plays of the Elder Scrolls, if we look at my recent games, we got ourselves some Doom 2, Project Warlock, let's see, Doom Eternal, No Man's Sky, Vermintide, Fate Extella Link, Shadow of War, Wallachia, Reign of Dracula. Like, yeah. Well, we got some games that we play that are not Elder Scrolls. Will people watch it? I don't care. I was playing Skyrim back when we had, when I had like 12 people watching me. So if Elder Scrolls 6 goes in a direction I don't give a shit about, then I won't give a shit about Elder Scrolls 6. Yeah. It's that simple. All right. Elven Claymore. Most of this stuff I don't care about. Besides, I think we've already figured out that despite Skyrim being Skyrim, I'm spending a lot of time in other games in the series. I could probably go back and play some Morrowind multiplayer. While everyone else is off playing Elder Scrolls 6 on VR. The people who can afford the headsets and the systems to run it. Oh boy, my throat. Dry throat. There we go. Let's see. Of course Morrowind multiplayer is fun. So is Morrowind single player, really. You just got Redguard on GOG? Oh boy. You may need some optional extras to run it well. Keep that in mind. As if Elder Scrolls 6 will be out in 5 years. Probably won't. Correct. OpenMW does work on Android. What would make you play VR? What do you mean? I suppose VR not feeling like shit when I play it. And VR not feeling like a tech demo in every game that it runs on. I'm talking about you. Every VR game that has ever existed. Yeah, exactly. A full dive VR, that's not happening in our lifetimes, most likely. I expect if it does, for there to be extreme trial periods where it's, like, really screwing with people. As in messing up their nervous system and stuff like that. It's not motion sickness that bugs me. It hurts my eyes. It causes me physical pain and headaches. Not motion sickness. I don't feel like I'm gonna throw up. I feel like I'm getting a migraine. This headset pisses me off. That's, and I can put up with that. I can put up with the headaches and the, you know, all of that, if the games were good. Skyrim VR, Fallout VR, those aren't good games. They're terrible. Yes. Right. I think we're basically done here. Gonna check out a couple more things. Oof. Moving on. So, I'm gonna save the game here. What do you mean, how does OpenMW run on a phone? Of course it does. Hold on. Yes. Let's see. Okay. You ready for the exciting, like, you must have a pretty bad laptop. I'm gonna say that right now. However, let's show you Open Microwave. Get excited for Open Microwave. What does Open Microwave do? It is not affiliated or endorsed by Bethesda. It's an open source recreation of Morrowind engine it contains no code or resources copyrighted. To play the game, you need an installed version. This is on the App Store, Open Microwave. So, intuitive on touchscreen controls, mod support, multiple frames per second. That's a joke. Gamepad support. So yes, you can play Morrowind on cell phones, and it runs fairly well, provided you have a decent phone. What? Don't you guys have phones? Oh, Blizzard. Blizzard memes. Oh, boy.
Is there any plans to make this playable on PC, or is this strictly mobile forever?
Are there any? Yeah, the current plan is to be on mobile, both Android and iOS. We don't have any plans at the moment to do PC. Do you guys not have phones?
Yeah, I mean, do you guys not have a $400 plus phone to play your games? What you doing? I went the wrong way here. Okay. So, yeah. You gathered a bunch of PC-centric people together and said, you should play this on your phone. Bethesda's audience, they play on the Xbox, the PlayStation, even the Switch. Like, they'll play something on a phone, no problem. But Blizzard's main audience was based in PC. And so they gathered them all together. World of Warcraft doesn't run on consoles. So they've garnered tons and tons of people going back from Warcraft 1 all the way forward who are PC diehards. And then they tell them, yeah, this is going to be a mobile experience. Don't you guys have phones? And yeah, that was something. You might have tried to run CPU heavy mods. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Oh boy, though. I mean, we've definitely been running into some problems today. We'll see what happens across the course of today, but let's see here. I'm checking a couple more things. Oh boy. Think if there's anything else going on? Now we should be fine. Jeez. Okay. We're out of here. This area is not helping us. So we're going to... Wait, let's go to the Mages Guild really quick and get our stuff identified. Haven't done that yet. Yes. Correct. Well, you say it at least did that, but it was a calculated move. Mentioning Elder Scrolls 6 after announcing Blades was a calculated move to stop everyone from going boo! Because remember that people, I mean, the best example is Mr. Matty Plays. Look at 1 year, and he has this so fucking disappointed, and it's this angry Vault Boy face, okay, with the thumbs down, right? You have that 1 year. Then the next year they announce Elder Scrolls 6, and he's screaming his head off, going, ah! He really did that into his phone, screamed his head off, and I'm not calling him stupid. I'm calling him Bethesda's core audience. They are manipulated via marketing. Elder Scrolls 6 won't be out for years. But because they announced it, he screamed his head off. Like a little party favor when you go... That's how his voice sounded. All right. Yes, his voice sounded like a kazoo. And that is Bethesda's core audience. That's all they need to do. They just need to announce something, and they figured it out. They packaged it, and they marketed it to you as appeasement for the fact that they're going to be releasing a mobile game and a live service Fallout, which turned out to be terrible, by the way. Hello, sir. I mean, I actually have fun playing Fallout 76, just like I have fun playing all the Bethesda junk. However, functionally speaking, Fallout 76 is a terrible game, which is buggy, glitchy, and broken. And every edition, like, it's gotten better. Don't you see it's gotten better? It still crashes. They still get the T-posing and the Z fighting and the LODs not loading properly. What do you, like, I mean, all of those core issues they never fixed, and people to these days are saying, it's much better than it was on release. Yes, it's got quality of life fixes. And I enjoy those quality of life fixes whenever I play it. I have fun playing Fallout 76. But it has never fixed the fundamental problems with the game. It has always had those problems.
I read on the internet that our games have had a few bugs. I did. I read it on the internet, so it's true.
And he made that joke about being the reason that they were going to run the beta. And the beta was a server stress test. Nothing else. It was a marketing move to get people to pre-order. That's all it was. Bethesda is an anti-consumer piece of trash. Yes. But I enjoy the game. Because I get to like bad things. And complain about it. I get to be a hypocrite. But being a hypocrite undermines your position. As if, like, if I'm trying to convince you of something, yes. But I'm just spouting words on the internet. It doesn't really have much meaning. Alright, let's grab a room for the night. Oof, this is some nice tavern. Hello, miss. There's a chest there we could probably loot. Personal property. Let's not do that right now. What's up here? Wow. There's a rose on this bed. Let's dive into this room, maybe. Wait, what? A wagon. I'm not waggling over there. Really? Oh, wow. That's a something. Elder Scrolls Online. Very good. What time is it? 1 a.m. Todd said he admired EA's business model. I don't know if he actually said that. But it sounds about right. If anything, Todd Howard plays a lot of video games, I'm told. He gets his ideas from many, many different games. Not necessarily RPGs, but other ones. Popular ones. New ones. So, you know, the Mass Effect ideas for Fallout 4. I don't doubt he's played some Mass Effect and decided he wanted to Mass Effect his Fallout. Okay, let's get out of here. Actually, we gotta go back in here. We need to talk to the barkeep. Hello, sir. I need some wine. You were invigorated by the meal. Damn right I am. Means I won't get so much stamina drain when I'm running places. Going to the places and doing the things. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh. What would be your reaction if Elder Scrolls 6 turned out to be a Daggerfall-like simulator? Why? Do you want me to say I'd hate it anyway? No. Obviously, use your brain, you nit! my hopes versus my expectations. If you exceed my expectations and meet my hopes, then congratulations. What would be my reaction? What do you mean? I'd be happy. That is a stupid question. Holy crap. But logistically speaking, it'd be impossible for them to do that. The company wouldn't let them. All right. Onwards. You want some aliens in Stanfield? Oh boy, Starfield is now Stanfield, eh? Reaction would be to get drunk and go to sleep like every day. Oh boy. When I play Elder Scrolls 6, they didn't allow free mods. Well, because I can actually enjoy the base game to a certain degree, of course I'd play it. They didn't allow free mods. I'd play it up until I finished it, and I'd be like, good game, goodbye, never again. That'd be it. I'd be done with it. But would I buy, would I promote it a bunch? No, I'd talk about how crappy it is. Well, you already bought it, so technically Bethesda profits. Yes. However, I'm profiting by making videos and doing streams and talking about it. Unlike you poor souls, who when you buy a game that's bad, you suffer for it. You have lost the money. Me, on the other hand...
We've got to have money.
My videos make the money back. My streams make the money back. So I look at these bad games as a business investment. What's $60 here or there when you can make hundreds off that same game? You're getting a return for getting to enjoy something. The thing might be bad. You might, like, here's the thing. Criticizing stuff can be more fun than playing it. In other words, you get a bad game, right? Game isn't even fun, right? You can have fun criticizing it, provided you engage your brain to a certain degree and have enough to say about it. If you like to hear yourself talk, like I do, trollolol, it might actually amount to something. Entertainment that goes beyond what the product wasn't able to provide you. Trollololol. So, let's go to the Thieves Guild and get some training. Said rich? Probably not. Probably not. However, taking a $60 hit and then earning back, you know, a couple hundred, it's like you didn't pay the money in the first place. Alright, so, looking at my lockpicking. Lockpicking's, yeah, I gotta go pickpocketing then. That's fine. Lockpicking's locked down, can't benefit from that, so pickpocket. Very good. Correct. I think Youngya has made thousands off Fallout 76. My videos on Fallout 76, they made more than they should have. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Like, I kind of frown when I look back on my analytics for Fallout 76. Like, this shouldn't make that much money. This is stupid. Yeah, more ocean. Fallout 76 was a special case. And again, I frown when I look at that. Wakizashi? Oh god, that thing was worth 2,000. Okay, so it looks like we're picking up a Wakizashi in just a second. Yep, we're going at it full adamantium. Oh boy. So let's go 5,000. Let's also put away some stuff. Yeah, it makes me very annoyed. By the way, yeah, 1,500 was the total cost of that Wakizashi, which is nice. Yeah. Fallout 76 was stupid. Just incredibly dumb. And people were drawn to it. Engagement soared as people either shit-talked to the game or said, you're stupid for hating on this thing. You're just trying to profit off of it. As I'm, you know, I'm limiting my posts. I'm not like Mr. Youngya and posting everything that happens. I'm condensing points down to, like, several points of video. And it's just hilarious to watch people, like, you're just another hater who's never played the game. Even though, you know, I streamed it on Twitch, so everyone watched me play it. Oh boy, people watched me play it. Was anyone here when I did the DMV and it crashed and I had to do the DMV again? The DMV quest? Where I had to wait in line at the DMV in Fallout 76? Because everyone loves waiting in line at the DMV. Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny that we make players wait in line at the DMV in Fallout 76? And the game crashes and makes you do it again? Yeah, Momo was there. Momo watched. Like, holy shit. Fallout 76 has no right to exist the way it does and not address its basic problems. Its fan mods of Fallout New Vegas have done better multiplayer. And that's bad. You may be like, well, how can I get that? They're private servers. You're going to have to go look them up yourself on their specific forums. You have to post on the forum. They'll let you join it. Yep. You're just jealous because Todd is richer than you. Actually, someone said that about MXR recently. Yeah. No. Someone said that about MXR recently. I mentioned... let me see here. Let me pull up my thingamajigger. This one's good. Let's see here. Wow. I have a lot of posts here. I post too many things. That's the answer. The answer is just I post too many things. Let's see. I'm still going down the list. Here we go. I don't know what's more sad. One, that MXR covers Elder Scrolls V Skytrim porn mods at this point to get folks supporting his Patreon. That's number one. Or that I know the metric ton of features that his half-assed reviews missed from when I covered Lover's Lab mods years ago on YouTube. Yes. I don't know which is more sad. That he covers porn mods to get folks supporting his Patreon, or that I know that his reviews are half-assed garbage that misses most of the features that those mods have to offer. And I know those features because I covered them on YouTube years ago. And no, those videos are never coming back since, number one, the internet now knows what Rule 34 is, so I'm not trolling anyone with shock value. And number two, YouTube told me it's not acceptable. I said, fair enough. And I don't care to cover those mods ever again. So, well, there we go. So my point is that, like, I basically said, MXR is kind of the arbiter of his own undoing there. And people were like, you're just jealous because he's more successful than you. It's MXR now. And they were crying when they had their monetization removed. They were kicked out of the partner program. How could this happen to us? They were telling you they didn't want... Yeah, I've already covered this, like, 3 streams ago, okay? We're retreading old shit. I'm just saying that when you said, I'm just jealous, like, when I covered this before, people said, you're just jealous. My wife is mine, no one else's. I'm not going to use her to get people to watch sexualized content. You can fuck off. She's in 2 of my videos. You can go find them. But she's in a minor case in the background. You know, she's not front and center trying to draw people in. Out by Tuesday, thanks for subscribing. My point is that when he was just covering Skyrim mods with a little bit of sexiness, that was okay. But as his profits went down, his, it's been trying harder and harder, and yeah, they learned all the wrong lessons from YouTube, exactly. Here we go, Adventurers Antiquities. People ask me, what happened to your Puma series video? Because it's bullying under the YouTube guidelines. I was bullying the shit out of Puma, okay? I was being a jerk. And you know what? I just shrugged and said, that's fine. I'm going to remove all my videos that would be considered bullying. The moment they put up their like terms of service. If you're an independent contractor, which YouTube users are, the people who post, the content creators, quote unquote, they are independent contractors who work with Google. You have to follow their guidelines. So I did. I took down the Puma Theories video. I took down the whatchamacallit, Beyond Reach video. And that's fine, you know? Anytime they want me to take something down, I just shrug and say, fine. I'm not... Like, this isn't some kind of moral grandstanding thing. This is a hobby that I make a little bit of money off of for shits and giggles. Alright. Arrows. Buy. Yes. I'm not going to die on this, what's it called? Hill of free speech, trying to defend my content from the evil corporation that's punching down. Because that corporation's paying me. Yes. Why do you concern yourself with the actions of peasants? Yes. Oh, no. The things Google is doing is incredibly stupid. And I just shrug and go, okay. Fine. Those videos weren't even making money anyway. Those were old videos. They made like $5 in the last year. I don't know. Something like that. Is it possible for YouTubers to unionize? No. Not unless YouTubers are able to build the infrastructure to make their own stuff or have multiple video sharing sites which are actually able to pull people. So, yes. They're judging your past content. Oh, they always do. That's, like, your entire library is up for scrutiny. So you take it down, like anytime their rules change, you look at your entire library and say, am I aware of anything that might potentially violate those new rules? And you say, okay, take them down. Because that is, well, no, you said be able to protect your past actions. The problem is your videos are an ongoing thing. The videos aren't something you did in the past. The videos are something that sits on the platform and continually receives views, income. Think about it like that. Yeah. It's like, you have to understand that your videos are an ongoing thing. You think of them as a one and done thing, something you did in the past. But in reality, as a company's position changes, they may no longer wish to be associated with specific views or messages. And so they cut ties with that particular messaging. It's stupid. Yes. Yes, it's stupid. But you can understand it and predict it. Or you can be an idiot and get kicked out of the partner program. Now, I mentioned this three streams ago, something like that. I mentioned this. Let me ask you a question. If you are running a company, do you want your independent contractors to be undermining each other? Undermining each other's work and personal success? Doesn't that seem counterproductive and stupid? And that's why there's no more bullying allowed. Because number one, it's asshole-ish. Number two, it looks like a mess. A bunch of upstarts who are getting paid by you to fight each other online and undermine each other's success by criticizing each other constantly. We said, where's the line between bullying and criticism? Well, let me put it like this. How does it benefit YouTube to have its creators criticize each other? Look at it from a business perspective. And, like, say you are an executive, okay? You're an executive, and you've got people in one department, people in another department. The departments are feuding with each other. Said more views. Yes, it's successful, but it also makes you look like an asshole. Your success is grafted onto them. Like a bit of them is grafted onto you. Ooh, look at this mask. How much is that going to cost? Yep. All right. So, we're going to get 12,000 out. Can't get 12,000 out, right? Put everything in the wagon then. Don't worry about it. Said they could hold up their hands and say they're just a platform, but they won't. 11,000. Okay, so I need 11,000 on me. So there we go. There's a reason that artists have critiques. Yes. But do they need to be held on the same platform? Think about it. Think about it for a moment. Do they need to be on the same platform? Fighting each other. Of course there's a reason artists have critiques. And I agree with that concept. But having it all on the same platform means that there's a bunch of people getting into pissing contests in your office, practically. Remember that YouTube is the face of these executives, and these executives are having YouTube reflected onto them. So that's why they don't want racist, sexist content being, shown on their platform. It's because it reflects onto them. Likewise, a bunch of little kiddos having a pissing contest. I'm talking about you, Leafy is here. Leafy, by the way, he invested. He made all his money, and then he got out. He made investments, and now he doesn't have to do YouTube again in his entire life. But the point is, you'd get these people who are just going around criticizing each other, and they are, yeah, I mean, they have a crooked public image. Yeah, exactly. And they don't want that. They don't want a bunch of kids pissing on each other all the time. Yep. Is non-constructive criticism automatically considered bullying, or is there a slight difference? Well, I was a jerk in my videos, so I definitely took them down, okay? I was inflammatory, all right? I shouted stupid at the top of my lungs and stuff like that, you know? I said things which were absolutely bullying. Absolutely bullying. I was a jerk. And so, absolutely, I took those videos down. 7,000? Let's do it. Mithril Helm. Okay. Ooh. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Why would you knock someone when you have a stance of gratitude? Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Let's go. If YouTube allowed combat footage and propaganda videos on their platform... Oh. YouTube isn't a live leak. I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. I don't have an opinion there. Okay, so, alright. We have to put away the adamantium bow. We've got our adamantium weapons here. We've got our mithril helm. This is all good. This is all great, actually. I'm very happy with how that turned out. Let's save. Yes. Okay, there we go. So, let's see here. Yeah, I'm done talking about this. My point is that, and again, like I've covered all this before. So, my main point is that people have come to me and said, you're just jealous. Bo, thank you for subscribing once again. I was gonna say that, yeah, people have told me, you're just jealous of MXR's success. When he's basically using his girlfriend's image and the image of, like, sexualized people for profit. And she may not care, but it looks like scum to me. This looks, I don't know, almost like she's a sex worker. Indirectly. I'm just saying, that's how it looks to me. And, I definitely wouldn't put my wife in those shoes. I'd go work for McDonald's before I'd let that happen. And I hate McDonald's. Alright. Let's go to Arkbeth. I mean, people say, well, obviously you have standards and you're not for sale. No. You can buy my endorsement. You just need to pay me a lot more than what people are offering. Raid Shadow Legends couldn't pay me enough. Well, maybe they could, but they'd have to offer me a full-time job. Any damage that I did to this should be my own doing. You're gonna have to make that my full-time job if I'm gonna damage my reputation for you. Contracted and everything, so we make sure that I have, you can't just drop me right afterward either. We'll have a minimum contract of, say, 5 years. AK, I'm an unreasonable fuck, basically. I am an unreasonable bastard who absolutely is not worth it. That's it. That's really what it comes down to. He's an upstart. A jerk. Yep. Said Raid isn't paying you 5,000 bulks. Yeah, well, the problem is they'd have to offer me like 2,000 a month for 5 years, and maybe I'd consider it. You can't just buy a video for less than it would cost to do a job. It's that simple. You don't know a 5-year contract to shill sounds reasonable to you? Yeah, exactly. Except you have to understand the market determines things like this, okay? In other words, there are people who have more reach than I do, willing to settle for less, who are desperate for less, and therefore, my services are not required. And I'm okay with that. That's the world working as it should, because I'm not a full-time YouTuber / Twitch streamer. Oh, well, I guess the time I put in these last couple of weeks might prove me wrong. Oh boy, it's bears and spriggans. Okay, let's do this. I have a feeling my weapons are good enough now where I can take these guys on. Yeah. Good. You hit the X button and mention Raid. Oh, no, you have to watch the Internet Historian's video that does Raid. Original LGG. Go check out Internet Historian's Raid Shadow Legends commercial. It is amazing. He memes the crap out of it and treats it like trash. And if they paid him, if they legitimately paid him, they're regretting it. Because, my God, is that an amazing video. Uh-huh. We got an enemy around here. Skeleton. Pretty sure I can kill him with arrows. Alright. Yeah, my favorite was the end of Rise of Skywalker. When she said, like, who are you? And she said, Rey. Rey who? Raid Shadow Legends! Okay, well, it looks like we got, right. Here we go. Hey, you aren't taking that bear with you. Can I take it off your hands? Sure, you can have it. This will feed my family for a whole week, so that hunter just got a bear corpse. That's good stuff. So, moving on. Moving on. Yes. Ooh, people told you if you did art in your yoga pants. Why can't your art be enough? Oh boy. Yoga pants and a sports bra, why can't your art be enough? Yeah, exactly. You'd be surprised, a lot of people can appreciate good art. Other people don't. And a lot of people have found a cheat, and that is using their sexuality as a draw. And once you ring that bell, you can never unring it. As in, you will always be remembered for the person who did that. Like, there's a good deal of people who remember me because I kind of swam with those anti-SJW like skeptic circles. Because, well, the social justice people who were contacting me were insane. I'm pretty sure now they were parodies of social justice people. They weren't real social justice people. They were some kind of insane parody. But the point is that I was driven in that direction by the insane people. Now, thankfully, I have since gone out into the world again and talked with people and realized that those are the people I dealt with in California, the crazy people. Those are the minority. Those are Californian insane people. And it turns out the rest of the United States has pretty reasonable people who are progressive, but not insane. And I've since gained an appreciation for the people who are progressive, but not insane. And so, the result is that now, when I see those anti-SJW people, they're desperately trying to get views. Anytime someone on Twitter posts something, which might even be a parody, by the way, like, you know, Doom Eternal's Mortally Challenged shenanigans, they'll report on it seriously. They'll seriously start to report on it as if it were a big thing. And then because I used to run in those circles, get painted with their brush. And it's like, no, I'm not part of the Skeptic community. Fuck off, or whatever it's called now. But remember, they were like, you've been painted with that brush, so you're with them forever. And it's the same way if you're going to be a streamer and you're going to use your sexuality to get views. If you try to turn that switch off, you're going to be painted with that brush. Regardless, people are going to remember you for that. And you're going to find out really quick how big your real audience is versus the hate you're going to receive. You're just going to get plastered with hate because you're no longer giving them the sexuality they came to see in the first place. The Screaming Hedgehog. That's practically me these days. Do you know that I actually like old 2D Sonic games? Okay. Not a fan of the 3D ones, though. Those can go fuck off. Alright. Let's go down here. Well, here's the thing. I appreciate a certain aesthetic. You know, people who, as you say, try to look pretty. I appreciate that. But looking pretty and looking trashy are two completely separate things. And the people online, a lot of them look trashy to me. And that's obviously my problem. I'm viewing it through a certain lens, okay? Lore, you say?
Could it be lore?
Bye, then. Let's see here. Lore, about the Essential Armory. No. Let's see what time it is, anyway. 4 a.m. Almost morning. Jeez. Goat over there? Yes. Yep. The Rusty Goat. Here we go. They're a pre-generated list of names. If you go to the Dirty Priest in Wayrest, it'll always be the Dirty Priest in Wayrest. It will never change. It'll always be the same place. So, yes. Exactly. Lore never changes. Right. Let's see here. Yes. But yeah, as far as flirting goes, you kind of need to ignore it. I've had people try to be like, I'm following you, can you follow me so we can DM? No. Oh, come on now. I mean, like, I'm a really big fan, and like, that's fine. Alright. 9. It's 9 a.m. Let's grab a bite to eat. Actually, no. No. We're going this way first. Nice. You know, a skeptic? You're a skeptic of Bethesda. Well, I'm a skeptic of corporations in general. I should know. I've helped run a couple of them. One of them was a non-profit. Oh boy. You want to know the logistics of running a non-profit organization? Oh boy. Did you know that non-profit organizations have to make profits so that they can continue to exist? Oh boy. Okay. So we're going to the best wares here. I can ruin everything for you. Yeah, you ever donate to your favorite charities? Oh boy. Hey, you know what administration costs are? Oh my. I'm not getting into that today. Okay. So, let's see here. We're gonna go to the next general store. Oh boy. Oh boy. Despite the fact that I may sound angry, that I might get riled up or excited. Excited? Oh my. No, not that way. I'm still having fun. I get to yap and yap and yap and yap. Usually, people in real life would have gotten bored of me by now. Nah, I actually try to be civil in real life. I try to speak a little less, but since we're obviously doing a show, I'm talking non-stop. Thus, I end up saying things I probably shouldn't say. Over and over again. Alright, speaking of things we shouldn't say, let's save the game again. Let's make a second save. There we go. Yeah, we're out of here. There's really no reason for us to stay, unless there's a Thieves Guild here. Is there a Thieves Guild here? There is no Thieves Guild here. There's no reason for us to stay. Let's go. Very good. Let me poke at this some more. But yeah, it's going to be annoying because there's going to be multiple instances of streams where I talk about this same topic over and over. We're going to a graveyard. Please donate. At least 20% of the money gets to them. Oh boy. Oh boy. But no, obviously, people employed by a nonprofit organization need to be paid a proper wage in order to continue doing what they're doing. It makes sense, right? And if they have to pay for paper and pencils and computers and, I mean, other things for the business, well, that's a business, isn't it? Admittedly, it's not making, like, the actual profits from it are going to go toward, you know, whatever charity it is. But it's going to have basic requirements. Everything it needs to exist. Yeah, exactly. Non-profit isn't the same as everyone here is volunteering. Correct. Now, when people ask me about trade shows and stuff like that, I've helped run them, or should I say run exhibits at them. You know, like set up a booth, book them, do stuff like that. I've done that. So, you know, when people say, well, what do you know about E3? I know what it used to be before it got corrupted. Oh boy, Centaur. Looping around. I know what it still is. You know the victims of E3 being canceled, by the way? The victims are the indie creators who paid months in advance to book a, ooh, Elven Left Pauldron. Cool. I was gonna say book their booths months in advance. You don't see this on a live stream, okay? You do not see these people who booked their streams months in advance. You see the, what do you call it? You only see the big exhibits. But most of E3, so do they not get their money back? Oh, they get their money back, and what do they do now? They have some money, and all of the coverage that they were looking to get, the support in the industry, is gone. Like, what are they going to go to PAX or something? PAX is gone too. I mean, think about it. Like, what? Yeah, exactly. Twitch is rubbing its hands right now, but if those independent indie creators start streaming on Twitch, what's that going to do for them? They aren't going to be able to show their prototypes, which means that their chance at getting a publisher has been extremely diminished. They're not looking for support from the public. They're looking for support within the industry. It's a trade show on the actual floor. Okay, here we go. Pinch 6 gold pieces. You're going down. Did PAX East happened right before the virus took hold? Yeah. But what about the people who aren't ready for that, who are counting on E3? The next PAX isn't happening anytime soon. See what I mean? But they aren't looking like the point of the show floor is like, because you see the conventions on Twitch, right? On YouTube, right? Those the big meeting halls. That stuff isn't what E3's about. That's what the corporations have decided to broadcast during E3. What E3's actually about is it's the smaller creators going to the show floor and then showcasing their works to the rest of the industry. They're looking for support from various other creators, from the press, stuff like that. They're looking for people to write articles about their game. They're looking for publishers to pick them up and sponsor their way through the rest of the development process. They're looking for deals with, say, Amazon, where Amazon's going to pick them up for Twitch Prime. And so it's going to give their game away for free for Twitch Prime. You're looking at that going, why would they want their game to be given away for free? It's because Twitch Prime pays them a fuck ton of money up front. Their next game is fully funded now because Twitch Prime picked up their game. That kind of thing. They are paid up front. Yeah, super exposure, exactly. But those are the people who are fucked over by E3 being canceled. And because I have experience in trade shows, I can tell you that that's the truth. And that's how it works. A lot of other people don't really understand that. My phone's doing the buzz. Hold on, I have to look at this. I've been streaming for hours. Okay, Warframe did a hotfix. I thought for a second that this was important, and then it's Warframe doing a hotfix. I can do Warframe later. Oh boy. Oh boy. The best part is that it's not even on their site. But yeah. Okay, let's take a moment. Let's save before we encounter any other shenanigans. Ooh. We're almost to this grave. Yeah, Woodton Cemetery. Let's go. Good. You decided to install the game with Unity. Is there anything in particular you should be careful of when installing mods from my list? Look at my list, and it flat out tells you the important things. Like, don't use the bottom ones, which are not recommended. Don't use the one below that, which is high system requirements. Yeah, don't use those. Everything else should be fine. I don't think I listed the Iron Man game systems. Let's double check that while I have time. Oh boy. Besides, I need to ramble less and just look at this more. Hold on, let's have a look. Okay, Meaner Monsters mod list. No Rush main quest. FOV changer. Archaeologist hand-painted models. Hills and halls. Harvestable crops. Orchestral music. No RNG on level up. No RNG on level up doesn't work, so you don't have to install it. Carry weight customize. You need to move to the bottom of your list. Everything else works. Not recommended on first play. Don't use those. High system requirements. Don't use those. That's it. Yep. Okay. Also, when you go to the launcher, hit advanced options and customize it the way you want, because there's a lot of extra options for you. Now, let me double check something. And just a reminder, everyone, anyone who missed this, the game Wasted is currently 80% off. We're talking $2.59. It's worth it. It's basically Fallout as a dungeon crawler roguelike, and it's good. It also...
It's 1980 and the world is in shambles, thanks to a nuclear war. Somehow, only the dumbest humans survived, and you.
What's your damage?
So watch your back. Everyone's trying to kill each other because everyone's all hopped up on radioactive booze.
You get wasted.
Or you get wasted trying.
One more thing.
Hold on a second. This part's important, all right? Listen.
Toilet paper is now currency.
Radiation totally gave everyone the runs.
Wasted. Coming June 7th for PC and Steam from Adult Swim Game.
Yes. So, there you go. Toilet paper is the currency in that game. Yep. There you go. So, it's currently 80% off. It's worth playing. So, yep. Oh, I pacified a thief using the streetwise skill through a wall. They really need to fix that, in my opinion. You shouldn't be able to pacify people through walls. It's really dumb. Hey there! I'm a thief too! Don't aggro on me, please! Okay. We understand he's a thief too. Oh boy. You got infinite hand sanitizer? You're basically king in these times. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I got like... I seriously got like 5 bottles of this stuff. Look, it's the size of my head. We got a carton. Not during this time, but just because like it was easier to buy in bulk. That's it. It was easier to buy in bulk back then. Back before the dark times, before the Empire. Now, I'm gonna go put this back now. I kind of took it out of the bathroom. So yes, here's the thing though, Purell and like other hand sanitizers aren't that effective. Seriously, what you need to do is you need to use soap and water. The reason is because hand sanitizer will break down the membranes around the virus and basically make it harder for it to infect you, right? However, that doesn't get the virus off your hands. Meaning the chance for infection is still there. Soap, on the other hand, will not only break down the membrane around the virus, but it will also cause the virus to be washed away. It's slippery. So it washes the virus off of your hands. And therefore, your chances of infection are dramatically lower. Basically, you're a chef. Wash again. Well, yeah, I mean, you got the bacteria problem if you're a chef. Cross-contamination is gonna murder y'all. It said also hand sanitizer leads to supervirus? No. However, hand sanitizer does lead to lower immune system because you're not exposed to as many bacteria, and therefore your immune system goes, there's nothing to fight here. I don't need to produce as many antibodies. So, as a result, you are more vulnerable using hand sanitizer all the time. That's basically it. We're done talking about antivirus. Do not get Norton. Do not get McAfee. That's all there is to it. All right, let's really quick get back to the game. Did I already delve this dungeon? No, I haven't. Okay. Windows Defender is good for 99% of use cases. If you're already infected, then you're already in danger. Don't run programs without scanning them first. All right. Right. Be fine. Yeah. Okay, hold on a second. Right. Nothing else here. We're done. Okay, so mace, steel, this is good, discord, talisman, rare symbol, fire resist, yes. Good. Wait for it. Oh, it's nighttime, great. Gotta love, don't be in a graveyard at night, don't be in a graveyard at night. Gotta get out of here. Unfortunately, graveyard at night equals zombies, liches, you know, all the bad stuff, skeletons. Alright, Alden Gate. You know one thing I really despise? I despise online movements claiming, like, taking a scandal and adding the word gate to it. The Watergate Hotel was something very different. And people just use the term gate so terribly. Like, it all came from the Watergate Hotel, and since then, people have been using it incredibly stupidly. Also, any online movement that uses gate is immediately hijacked by trolls. And those trolls will paint your movement in the worst light ever. And your movement will be remembered by the worst people in it. So you may have pure intentions, but, you know, Mr. 8chan there is going to completely corrupt your movement and turn it into something evil in the eyes of the public. Yes. So. Yes. There is a real demographic for it. There are people who will buy that. Okay, let's check this area out. What do we got? Show me the garbage. Bandages. Always. Bandages. Let's see here. Whoopsie. Right. Double checking a couple more things. Okay, we should be good. Sorry about that. You say every product someone is silly enough to buy it. I mean, come on now. We got the mud crab from Elder Scrolls Online that Chick sacrificed, and I gave it a hat. So, you know, obviously there's someone out there for every product. Yep. Ahem. Adventurer. Alright. Yes. Buy this. Yeah. Oh, very good. The Discord doesn't work. I think Shadowrun created a thing there. Moving on. We are going this way. Yeah, we don't need to be here at all. This is a silly place. Camelot, it's a silly place. Okay. Yep. I saw one use. Yep. Okay. Gotta really quick grab... What time is it anyway? It's late. Let's make sure that we have a room here. Yep, that's fine. Stay here. Good. Yes. I know there was a group of people who were part of a brigade who were spouting memes. They came from some other Elder Scrolls channel. All of the brigading people got banned almost immediately. So there are people who come back later after becoming actual fans who are part of that brigade. It's like, okay, congratulations. This, you know, I don't care. So, I'm sorry. Westworth, going this way. Okay, priest in the distance. Temple of Stendar seems to be praying. Really? This is a Stendarian priestess. Top quality. Let's try to pickpocket. Was not successful, run! Just had a chunk of my health ripped away. All you would do is play Morrowind, stream, and discuss TS lore. Oh boy. I mean, TS lore was fun, but the more you learn about it, the less encouraging it is, because the best lore is not represented in the game, nor will it ever be. So, you know, that's a bit discouraging. But, I've been enjoying the video games I've been playing. And, that's really all there is to it. I, certainly do a bit more than just stream, though. In fact, I would say that what I do least is sleep. Out of all the things I do. I'd say, let's see here. Okay. Let's climb down here. Bam. Out of game lore? No, what I'm talking about is the, folks, you said, TS lore got boring after you read through everything? Well, yeah, I mean, like, the current lore community kind of pats itself on the back for making things, wait, what? Excuse me, why are you trying to shoot me? Really? You got a bandit in the city at night. I mean, that's what happens when you roam the streets of a city at night. You get a thief who tries to kill you. Take your stuff. Steel dagger? Yes. A day is some 80 hours short? Yeah. Exactly. I need to sleep at least 4 hours a night, otherwise I don't end up, feeling so well the next day. No, seriously. 4 to 8, roughly. Depending. But, you know, I've been streaming what? Let's tally things up. Alright, so 5 and let's see here. 6 sub. About 7 hours I've been streaming. That's a lot of time. And what can I say except most of what I needed to do has been done, and everything's a bit slow right now because no one's going anywhere. So, alright. There's the Thieves Guild. Other things, like shopping, for instance, is being handled by online apps. Like, normal things that I would do as a part of my life have been basically cut away due to this, these shenanigans. Alright, hello, sir. We need to figure out what we got going on here. We look at our major. Yeah, it looks like pickpocket has already gained, so I need to get lockpicking, which is good. Yeah, let's go with lockpicking then. Her stomach rumbles. Damn right it does. I'm hungry. Okay. This is good. This is very, very good. Checking what else is available over here. Toad Castle. No one's going to the Toad Castle. What is this? It's a library. Bargain library. Pretty sure you don't buy anything at bookshops. They buy things. Kind of bizarre here. Yeah, the Thieves Guild is actually locked if anyone tries to go inside. For whatever reason, if you're a member, all of a sudden it becomes unlocked. But, yeah, it's in the city. Oh, it's daytime now. I was gonna say, you can see the real guard, though. The real guard of every Thieves Guild hall is, this. Yes, that's an indignation of Minecraft. It says, Minecraft fails because it uses programmer graphics. Minecraft isn't about the graphics! Yeah, it's a voxel game. It never aspired to be anything more than a voxel game. Alright, Adventurer's Gear. Let's move on. Oops, meant to buy those arrows. Not clear. Very good. Very good. Bandage. Mm-hmm. Releasing the game for free is a bit puzzling. The devs are leaving money on the table. Yes, but at the same time, they don't consider this to be part of their series anymore. Not really. Morrowind was their Hail Mary. Like, Daggerfall sold alright, but it didn't really meet gigantic sales quotas or anything. So... mm-hmm. You know, someone that used to be quite salty at the mention of Minecraft, who programmed something like that easily but didn't. Oh, why didn't he do something better? No, I'm serious. There's no shame in copying someone as long as you do their work, number one, legally distinct, different, and number two, better. Did he feel like he missed the train? Missed the boat? Daggerfall almost tanked Bethesda. Well, Daggerfall didn't make the kind of money that they wanted. It was Elder Scrolls Adventures Redguard plus Battlespire's kind of not great performance. Couple that with their working on 10th Planet that nearly tanked them, and they needed an emergency investment, and that's why ZeniMax was set up and basically acquired them as a part of setting up ZeniMax. I haven't articulated that well enough in previous discussions that ZeniMax was basically set up to act as the investment company for Bethesda. And that's fine. It's just, the first thing they did was they kicked out the CEO of Bethesda, the creator. And that's bad. Because he needed to sue them for his severance pay. They didn't want to pay him severance, and, you know... they, like, that just shows the direction the company went in. Does not unlock. Damn shame. Alright, well, I think we're done here. Unless we're going to the Unfortunate Badger. Now, let's see. We could probably rest right now. Yeah, let's do that. There it is. Thirsty Gnome. Yes, well, we all know about Mehrunes Dagon.
Mistakes have been made.
Yes. Okay. Hello, sir. We need a room for a couple hours, please. Thank you. That is an interesting little room there. Looking at each of these. Wow, that's a kitchen slash pantry. This area is nice. Has a view. Right here. ESO. Okay. Huh, closet with stuff in it. Got it. Nothing much. Oh well, we can sleep here. Climbing skill. Storylines of Redguard and Battlespire? Well, here's the thing. Redguard has one of the best stories in all of the Elder Scrolls games. It's really well done, by comparison. That is to say, it's mediocre. As for Battlespire, Battlespire doesn't need a story. It's a dungeon crawler. It's, the story is the experience you have playing it, and that is mostly just dealing with, the various Daedra. Alright. Drop a few pounds. Yeah, due to being sick. Illness. There's no, I can't tell you a story of how I started working out and I ate better and that's why I'm skinnier. No, I got sick and my metabolism went crazy and I lost weight. That's what it is. So, yeah. Let's see here. Oh boy. Okay, Arkbridge Wood is our next area. We're headed there now. Going. Yes, Battlespire was going to be an expansion for Daggerfall. And Elder Scrolls 3 was originally named Tribunal. And whatever, basically the, Tribunal is going to take place in the Somerset Isles. And be the continuation to the storyline where the Princess of Wayrest becomes the Queen of Firsthold. And that's where you were going to pick up the storyline from that wedding invitation you get in Daggerfall. Yep. Alright. Oh boy. A couple more things. Very good. Oh, yeah, I mean, if every Elder Scrolls game happened like a, you're talking about, this is normal passage of time. This is 10 times passage of time. There you go. Alright, so, Looking. Yep. Yeah, the Dragon Break was unfortunately them just not committing to a proper ending. Video games do it all the time. They decide which ending is canon. Or what XCOM 2 did, which is decide the bad ending is canon. That was kind of crazy. But it definitely raised the stakes. Because the Avatar project began, and oh boy. Now then, let's take a moment and stop, have a look at the map. We are damn close. Arkbridge Wood is 1 hour away. Dragon break, more like writing room break, yes. What's the worst that could happen as we begin? We gotta go look in the various other areas. Here we go. Our goal is to make our way to Tulun and wait there. You meant Sega Genesis? Yeah, I enjoyed playing it. I just got really busy with other stuff. And, you know, we got our ongoing runs of things. The meaner monsters made me want to restart, though. Daggerfall, so. Unfortunately, we got a priority, and I think Daggerfall takes the cake as far as priority go, followed by Morrowind stuff. Oh boy, let's go. So, we're crossing over into Tulun. Oh, wait, Glenumbra Moors. Sorry, Glenumbra is our next section. So, basically, we're in Northmoor now. We're going to go through Glenumbra as quickly as possible to Tulun. And we're going to spend a lot of time in Tulun and eventually make our way into the Daggerfall region. But for now, Glenumbra. Here we go. Greenhouse Hall. Oxpath End. Greensley Manor. Let's go to Oxpath End. This is the end of the Oxpath. Very good. Right. Ire Rock? Yes. Why, look who we have here. Isn't it the data unknown undefined I've been looking for? Whispers in Shadow, isn't it? I've been hired by the Fighters Guild to find you. What for doesn't matter. Come see, I will see this quest through. Come with me or else. Fine, I'll do it. Now it's gonna wait. It's gonna have to load in for a dungeon. Hey. Where do you think you're going? You have to come with me willingly. Otherwise, I'll have no other options. My job was to bring you here. The Fighters Guild has an offer for you. That one would be very interesting. The Fighters Guild representative is waiting inside to speak with you. Interesting. Okay, that's fine. That's fine with me. I've been spawned into a dungeon, by the way. There's a Fighters Guild representative somewhere in this dungeon who needs to speak to me. I have a feeling the answer is no. And that is not it. That's a bandit. So somewhere in this dungeon is a Fighters Guild representative who wants to speak to me. This is fine. There is no problem here. There's no, yeah, we're hello? Are you the person? Yeah, you're the representative. Oh boy. That was an evil bard. Let's try hitting dialogue mode and try talking to this guy. Nope, not the night. Okay, let's try saving it under a different file. Yeah, we want to keep this one full just in case. Okay. Need buoyancy. Very good. Necro Warp, thanks for subscribing. Necronomicon, what now? Okay. Oh, goodness. Come on. Slaughterfish is done. Done. Up and around we go. Nothing around here. Okay. I could just meet you at the front of the dungeon. Of course they could, but instead you have to fight through the whole dungeon. Lamia! Lamias are scary. fatigue overcomes you and sends you to a watery grave. Well, now. That happened. Let's keep going. This time, not in water. Oh, boy. Damn. Nothing but a scrap of yellow fabric on this guy. Yellow fabric, I wonder. Doesn't matter, it's a successful pickpocket. Let's do it. Here we go! Dead. Steel. Give me more stamina, damn it. No, Argonians don't have water bend. Well, actually, they, yeah, they have longer... They can hold their breath much longer than other races. That's it. They don't fully breathe water. They can just hold their breath, like... Yeah, they can swim better and hold their breath longer. That's about it. It's not a, oh, I am a creature of water. I am amphibian. No, it's more, you can... In the water longer. That's your thing. Oh boy. Have to find out what my phone's buzzing about again. Watch, it's nothing in particular. I imagine it's nothing in particular, but who knows? We don't actually know, so we have to mess around with this. Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh boy. Okay, so let's see here. Okay. Got it. Good. There were many a distraction as I was looking at things. Okay. Stuff I have to pay attention to for later. Hello? Bastard. Ah, bandits everywhere. Great. There's no Fighters Guild representative as far as I can tell. I think I've been lied to. The one guy who wanted to talk to me said somewhere in this dungeon there's a representative who wants to speak to you. I am going to press X to doubt. Alright. Right. Square of fabric. Got it. Bastard. Yeah, I'm good and fast with the dagger. However... Yeah, even this Wakazashi's a bit on the slow side. There we go. We got it. Too far from the exit to access your wagon. Whatever shall you do? How about be more picky about what you loot? Where's the exit? We have no idea where the exit is. Nothing here. Yeah, somewhere in this dungeon there's supposed to be a guild representative who will speak to me about things and stuff. Which one is it? Things or stuff? Perhaps both? That's eloquent speech. Alright. You gonna attack me? Yep. 2 gold pieces pinched. Every humanoid enemy needs to be pinched. Yeah, steel. How about we drop all the steel? Steel is no longer worthy. We need to pick up things that are elven or better, or just coins. How about that? Hello, sir? Ow. I pinched a gold piece. And I feel somewhat bad. Great, poison. That's exactly what I want. I want poison running through my veins, because that's how we are all happy. We're going to die to poison. Isn't that great? I was an assassin. That explains everything. I can't cure my poison. I'm going to die. Welcome to die, everybody. Wait, did it work? What's the poison? Oh, crap. Look at the willpower and personality. Okay, willpower. I am inane. Well, that's no change from me in real life. Personality. I'm anonymous. So that's the hacker known as 4chan. Right. Let's see here. Stealth is an important skill for us hunters. Are you kidding me? Is there a bear in here? What? The game thinks I'm outside. There's a pool of blood. Proceed with caution? Yes. So the game is populating outside encounters in this dungeon because the quest broke. That's delightful. Can't wait to get more outdoor encounters out here. I'm frowning internally. Alright. Let's get going then. So, here we go. What's this? You! It's you! Hey, I want to talk to you. Can I talk to you? I see a ranger. Hello, Mr. Ranger. How you doing? You aren't the person I need to talk to, do you? No, you are a ranger. The Quake guy, I assume. What, you think the quest will send me back to the same entrance here? Possible. That is distinctly possible. Hello, everybody. You are trying to kill me. Great. I don't think any of you is a Fighters Guild representative. I think this area is just covered with bandits. Hey, let's back up. Good. Oh, the dink. Yeah, I was hearing the sounds of multiple archers. Come on. I'm hearing more people fighting right now. Pickpocket. Not successful. Oh, it was a barbarian. That's why I had so much health. A loincloth for the barbarian. Good. Good. I wanted to make sure they weren't being discriminated against. Let's go. So, I hear shooting right now. Where are you shooting at and why? Wait. Why is there a knight? Why is there an orc? What's going on here? Hello, sir. You are a hostile archer. Got it. The fact you shot at me is clear indication of your, Oh, crap. They're working together. Great. There's multiple groups of bandits, it seems, and they're all fighting over something. And the Fighters Guild sent me here, to this place. And I don't know why. It's amazing. By the way, the quest bug, this is from a external quest pack. So if you're wondering, this quest breaking, this is a modded quest to begin with. So, yeah, that message was mods, not the engine. So it's not Daggerfall Unity that popped up that error. It was a mod. Oh, come on. Damn, this guy's tanky. Must be a barbarian. Yeah, he was a barbarian. That explains everything. Let's use some of our bandages since we've been accumulating them for a while. And it makes sense that we'd use them in our time of need. We have 100 of them. Well, that definitely does something. Don't know if it's good, but it definitely does something. Kai, thanks for subscribing again. Murder in the name of Sithis. Oh boy, adamantium mace. There we go. So I hear that the forums are in an argument on ESO about animation canceling and light attacks and heavy attacks and all this stuff. Like they're really starting to get at it in terms of internal conflict. Dance, peons, dance. All right. Down here we go. The spastic kids are angry they fixed the game. They fixed the game, really. How'd they fix the game? How'd that happen? Combat feels clunky. Well, I mean, the combat should have never worked the way it does right now anyway. The animation should either have canceled itself, or it shouldn't be in a way that makes you feel like it needs to be canceled. Yes. Did League of Legends has animation canceling? Why can't ESO? I never said I liked League of Legends, and I never said that it was good design. Also, the conditions for it is a bit insane. Yeah. So it shouldn't have taken 4 years? Oh boy, the arguments. No, I honestly think the design, like, if it looks jank, it's probably jank. Animation canceling doesn't matter too much from the perspective of a top-down, whatchamacallit. Oh, there we go. Is ESO's performance... No. ESO made you re-download the whole game for a performance patch, which apparently made the game worse for some people. I did not re-download the game after they made that update. They say you're going to have to re-download the whole game. I'm like, okay. I deleted the ESO folder. I'm like, I'll check in again when they release their Skyrim thing. When they release their Skyrim content, so I can talk about it on live streams and in videos. So, yes. That's their goal every year. It never happens. Yeah. My point, more than anything, is that I had to deal... it's made it worse for some people, and for me... Screw this, I'm going to go in for the kill. Isn't ESO like 100 gigabytes? Yeah, something like that. Hello. Oh, you're hostile too. So we got bandits and warriors fighting each other, and then I'm caught in the middle. Oh, there's another guy here. Are you one of the Yeah, you're... Oh, hello. I would like to grab your loot and run. How about that? Yeah, this is all trash. PvP in Cyrodiil was unplayable at times? Yes, it was. Oh boy, I'm stuck in a corner. Great. Oh, thanks for coming out of there. Yes. Please re-download 100 gigabytes worth of content, please. For me, that's not a problem. Are you going to try Bannerlord? No. I'm going to wait until mods come out. Because I didn't like Mountain Blade Warband until they modded it. And so I'm going to wait and see what the modding community does with it. Yes. You said animation canceling and balanced PvP DPS numbers. The combat was designed with animation canceling in mind. It's funny because people in raids will tell you that it's like required. You aren't doing the DPS required to finish the trials. Which is wrong because all the trials are tested internally at Bethesda game. At ZeniMax Online Studios. There's a private test group that tests these raids before they put them out. And they don't use exploits, meaning that every encounter can be cleared without exploiting. It's just, this was back in World of Warcraft too. Okay, so I played World of Warcraft, the original, when Classic was just called World of Warcraft. And I was in a guild with Blizzard employees, all right? So I was not allowed to cheat or exploit anything. They would ban you if you cheated or exploited anything in my guild. And yet we were told constantly by the community that we were cheating because we were clearing things. You know, like the idea is we'd let another guild have first. We'd start at the content. We'd start clearing trash mobs and stuff like that. But we'd kind of go a bit slow because people had real lives and actual development work at Blizzard. Anyway, so people had work at Blizzard. You know, we'd eventually go in and we'd clear the content, and it was a lot of fun. But because we were among the small group who cleared it, people constantly told us that, oh, well, you're just cheaters because you have like one of your guild masters is a Blizzard employee, and that person cheats and all this stuff. Keep in mind, the person never cheats, but they did ban people who harassed that person. Like, oh, wait a second. So you're going to talk trash to a Blizzard employee in text, and that text is logged, and it turns out you say some pretty hateful things? I wonder if you're going to be allowed to keep playing the game. So it's like, abuse of power, cheaters, ah! But really, it's just, you know, we found out you're a developer, so we're gonna treat you like shit, and you know, accuse your entire guild of cheating, even though we weren't allowed to cheat. This is not a real chest; it won't work. You can't open it. Not real. But so yeah, the result is that we were constantly called cheaters, despite, you know, not being allowed to exploit anything. And keep in mind that other Blizzard employees were testing these things, not even on the live servers, but like in a private test environment. And it's the same thing with ESO. Everything gets done in a private test environment. Now, they don't test everything. And when I say everything, I mean they don't test it on every operating system. They don't test it with every piece of hardware possible. So when things break, it breaks because, well, we just didn't test it really. But they do their best with what is available. I'm not saying ZOS is a good company, okay? I'm not saying that ZOS is a great development studio. I'm just saying they do at least the bare minimum that MMO groups do. And, well, you're gonna shoot at me? Yep, you're gonna shoot at me. Okay, so... oh, boy. Yeah, they have a certain number of combinations to bug test, correct. They do have some, but they don't have the complete range, unfortunately. Now, my point more than anything is that they test all their quote-unquote trials using non-animation canceling, no exploits, no bugs. They aren't allowed to use exploits at all when they're testing it, because they need to know that an actual group of players can clear this content without cheating in any way. And that's why when people say animation canceling is required for the DPS, it's, well, people get, testy, and the developers are, like, rolling their eyes the whole time. Like, it's not required at all. What's going on here? And it's kind of hilarious because people... the ESO trials are notoriously easy as far as raids go. I'd say they're the worst of the big three. And I say the big three as Final Fantasy XIV, World of Warcraft, and ESO. Okay? Like, out of those three games, ESO raids are by far the worst. And I feel like a lot of the people who play them and try hard them, are incredibly biased and haven't tried other video games. You said it's very imbalanced in in-game combat. They don't put in the effort. Yeah. I agree. They absolutely do not put in the effort. But a lot of people will speak, they'll say, well, I've played ESO, and I know that this game is not easy. Again, go try Mythic Raids in World of Warcraft. Well, that's easy now because I have the gear. Right, yeah, but you don't always have the gear. Oh, hello! You can talk to her. Wait, I can't talk to her? Dialogue mode? Wait, but I'm supposed to be able to talk to you. Is the quest broken? The quest is broken. Great. Uh-huh. Hello, sir. Well, I guess the quest is broken there. That's unfortunate. That's a modded quest, by the way. So the modded quest is not working properly. I would exclude the quest pack, maybe? Or otherwise, just tell the Fighters Guild guy no. Ooh, hello. We are going to remove steel and get Elven. Remove steel, get Elven. Yes, wait, that's an Elven bow. Silver dagger. How much junk do I have exactly? We need to keep Fool's Ebony. Don't need prayer beads, they're not worth it. Don't need alchemy ingredients. Pretty sure I can't take that Elven chest piece, and that makes me sad deep down in my soul, but I'm gonna use 10 bandages just because I need to heal anyway. And there we go, I can take it. Good. So that's worth it. Now, let's figure this out. So yeah, we're done with that. That's fine. Said, ESO puts effort into Crown Store. Let's see here. Questing DLC content housing, whereas all of WoW efforts go into raiding and Mythic Plus. Both companies seem to struggle and appeal to middle-class users. Agreed. Agreed. Yes. No. I completely agree with that assessment. However, I think that ESO does absolutely appeal toward questing content far more than World of Warcraft does. If you're looking for a quest story to do, ESO has one, and a mildly entertaining one to boot. However, it's going to be disappointing if you're holding it to single-player standards, because it's basically a single-player game grafted onto an MMO, which is unfortunate. And that means you're sacrificing a bit of what the single-player could be in order to have that questing. Likewise, you are not experiencing those quests in a true group setting. Like, the quests do not acknowledge you with your friend there. The quests acknowledge you as the individual going through each step of the quest, and your friends just aren't part of the story at all. They just happen to be there somehow. And you know, that isn't a bad way to do it. That really isn't a bad way to do it at all. It's just that it feels inconsistent, and, you know, it's something I can complain about despite it not mattering. Alright. Let's go down here. Are we still poisoned? Yeah, we're still poisoned. This poison's gonna linger for a long time. Our willpower and personality are gone. We are anonymous. Oh boy. So, I'm actually gonna back up for a second and hope I don't die. Okay, let's cure our poison. Let's do it! Yes! We've cured our poison. We are no longer poisoned. We're healthy. Good. Our stats are not bad. Alright. Old Republic players are fighting to win the lottery of who gets choose dialogue options. Yes. Yep. Oh, good, good, good. So we're going to save again, because we managed it, just barely. I'm going to try to rest some more and get our magic up. I'm assuming that there is no quest currently going... Yeah, there's no quest currently going on. How's our Fighters Guild reputation? 54, that's acceptable. Save. Okay, we're fully healed, ready to go. We need to finish exploring this dungeon and find a way out. Our quest kind of failed because the... oh, this is the guy who brought me here. He's a good guy. Good. So. Old Republic questing. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I actually enjoyed the Old Republic's questing to a certain degree, but again, just like ESO, nothing about it wouldn't have been better if they had made it a new, you know, Knights of the Old Republic 3 instead of the Old Republic MMO. The MMO part of Old Republic is honestly insulting to how good the quest stories are. Even the lackluster Jedi Knight quest it fulfills its purpose as you being a Jedi Knight taking down the Emperor. It's not the real Emperor, mind you. It's actually his voice, and you don't know it's his voice, but that's neither here nor there. Hello, Mr. Bandit. I'm gonna kill you. Okay. Pickpocketed 2 gold. That's fine. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to get those 2 gold. You missed. See, as long as I have the high ground, then she shoots up into the ceiling and misses me. As long as I back up a little bit. I know what I'm doing. Alright. Bandit. 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 Alright, here we go. We begin! The night is dead. Grand Illusion, thanks for subscribing once again. Very good. No, I haven't seen The New Hope done that way, but I believe it. I believe. Okay, we are not able to loot anymore because we carry too much. We carry too much. Nothing here so far. I hear things. I hear things. Whoop. Oh, you're looking for Star Wars The Third Gather's Backstroke of the West? Yes. I mean, Anakin is either a la gold or the peaceful is willing to, depending on the context. Okay. We've explored quite a bit of the dungeon. Oh god, Ice Atronach, I'm stuck on the bottom. Stuck on the bottom. Oh, we barely survived that. Okay, we need to use buoyancy so we can climb. Yes. You think they use translators? You'd be wrong. Yeah, there's a very particular translation method that was used. Actually. That's why you have the old pictures of Vader shouting "Do not want" at those were when the movie was new. We managed to get through the water route. That wasn't too bad. Oh boy, more water route. Not going that way. Ooh. Oh, entirely new concept for sure. I like Wayward Realms is going to be its own thing. It's just what a spiritual successor does. The best way to explain a spiritual successor would be to look at look at if you ever played what's its game, Castlevania Symphony of the Night, you'll know the spiritual successor to Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. The spiritual successor. Here it is. This is Castlevania Symphony of the Night, but it's a legally distinct version of it, a spiritual successor. So when we talk about spiritual successors, this is what we're talking about. It's something that is completely unique, not the Elder Scrolls, but rather its own universe using similar mechanics, usually improved and better. At least that's the concept of a spiritual successor. I'm not telling you that's exactly what it'll be. Like the original Fallout being a spiritual successor to Wasteland? That's a very good way to put it. That's a very good way to put it. I mean, I'm waiting for Freedom Planet 2 to come out. Don't know about you. This is Sonic the Hedgehog, but better. That's the best way to put it. But it's also a successor to many other Sega classics and games of the time. But I thoroughly played the first game in this series multiple times. So, yeah. I played it like 3 times on, well, once on hard mode and 2 other times on very hard. So yes.
Out of my way.
Yes, War for the Overworld was a spiritual successor to Dungeon Keeper, and I have to admit, it's the only good Dungeon Keeper thing in quite some time. Not that nice a person. Dr. Robotnik's kinda corny as opposed to Edgelord Brevin. Somehow the Edgelord fits, though. Makes the game seem more serious, somehow. This is best Saturday morning cartoon villain.
There's no reason to be hostile. Gifting your son with my knowledge. It will make him the most powerful ruler your world has ever known. And he will answer to no one but me. No! Murderer! Prepare the Snatcher.
They're basically saying, this is Dr. Robotnik, but cartoonishly evil. Not... Yep, let's see how. What are you talking about? Of course there's going to be labyrinths. I imagine that being a dungeon crawler is kind of part of it. However, I imagine, this is just my imagination here, it's not, like, there's nothing confirmed, but my imagination is they'll be a bit more reasonable with smaller dungeons, and then larger dungeons will be kind of like this. And that there'll be a better distinction between the two, I suspect. As in, you'll have some gigantic dungeons and mostly reasonable ones. That's my suspicion, anyway. Okay. Distractions aplenty. Okay. Are you talking about a hack and slash game? I mean, at the end of the day, if people want a spiritual successor of a hack and slash game, you're probably not going to get Kingdom Come Deliverance style combat. Sorry to say. Orc. Gotta take him down. I can't loot anything. I haven't found the dungeon entrance yet. Have I found the dungeon entrance yet? No, I have not. Wow. I may have to cheat my way out at some point. I mean, we have been able to overcome most of the challenges this dungeon has presented to us, so it's not like we're in a bad place. Is it possible for it to have modding support? Possibly. Wow, there's a group of soldiers here. They're supposed to be from the outdoor area, but they're here, yes. You want more hungry Henry? I imagine modding support... Okay, here's the deal. It's very interesting when we talk about modding support. Because if they're doing what they're doing, that is making the game in Unreal Engine, and they do have modding support, they don't even have to make their own modding tools at that point. All they have to do is open up certain hooks to be used, and then, and this is the great part, is they, like, Unreal Engine has its own development kit, which is freely available. So anyone who uses the development tools can develop for an Unreal Engine game that has modding support just using the official Unreal Engine tools. Like, you don't actually have to... No, I'm pretty sure it's Unreal Engine. And there's reasons that they decided to use that. So... But the idea is that if they add modding support for, you know, for the game, and well, it just means they don't have to develop tools for it. Like Bethesda has to update its creation kit 1 billion times. I know Bethesda is super scared of having to update their tools, and that's why they're not moving to a new engine. And it's kind of hilarious, because it is holding them back to a certain degree. I'm not saying that the... Hold on a second. Sorry about that. I was going to say, I'm not saying that the creation engine is bad. I'm just saying they could stand to have more updated tools. And rather than doing that, they're constantly afraid of updating. Yeah, Starfield's still in creation, because they say they can make worlds really, really fast. Yep. Creation Kit doesn't even have multi-monitor support last time you checked? Interesting. I didn't know that. But I wouldn't doubt your word, Shatterend. If you tried the Creation Kit and it doesn't have multi-monitor support, I believe you. Starfield uses Netty. Well, NetEase is, the Creation Engine is an updated version of Gamebryo, which is an updated version of NetEase. So you aren't wrong, Con. It just would piss a lot of people off for you to say that. Actually... You know how that works. Now, NetEase was a MMO engine, actually. That's the funny part. It was made for net-aware programs. That's why it's called NetEase. We went through this way already. Oh, crap. Hello. I'd like to not get hit, please. Thank you. Please, thank you. Oh no, teleport door doesn't work. Okay. Heavily patched is an understatement. Parts of the engine have been completely refactored. However, keep in mind that the creation engine as it's been presented to you is just a renderer, okay? That's all it does. The actual heavy lifting of the game is being done by a scripting engine that runs underneath everything. Okay, I am getting ready to call it quits on this dungeon. They stuck me in this dungeon with no sense of where the exit is. I'm going to try to ascend and see what happens. Wait. You're saying this is all about...
We've got to have money.
Okay. Let's see here. We're gonna go this way. Is OpenMW as good an engine as Skyrim? No. Well, different. It's different to Skyrim. It can't run Skyrim's assets easily right now. It would have to be refactored in certain ways to really run Skyrim assets well. And, hold on. Here's OpenMW running Whiterun in its current state. It's just Morrowind with Skyrim assets, that's all. It's not actually a, and you can see the glorious frame rate. Look at all those frames. You're getting, like, double-digit frames here. Uncommon taste. Very good. But if you don't like Skyrim assets, well, don't worry, because this thing can open Fallout assets as well. Not that they're useful for anything, because it can't run the game. It's just there's an altered version that can run certain things. These are frames you got in Balmora? Yeah. See, the tree doesn't know which state it's in, so it doesn't load at all. But this is the best it can do right now. I'm sure it will be updated eventually, but yep. The point is, it will need refactoring before it's ready to run actual Skyrim assets. It's Morrowind. You're basically running through Whiterun in Morrowind. That's what's going on. Sorry about that. Okay. Here we go. What are you talking about? It's the OpenMW engine. That someone has modified heavily to run Skyrim assets, and it doesn't run very well because it's not designed to. Okay, screw you, Dwarven Short Sword. Give me the Holy Tome. Oh god, the Holy Tome weighs 2, this weighs 2, so I don't have enough. I'm gonna have to drop 50 gold. There we go. Well, considering this is worth a lot more than 50 gold, I think that's fine. How awful would it be to play Skyrim with Morrowind mechanics? Oh boy. The worst of both worlds, you say? true. Can OpenMW run Daggerfall? No. No, it cannot. It cannot read the file format. There's no comparison between the two. X-Engine and Gamebryo have nothing in common. OpenTES Arena is being worked on, though. Yeah, so you will eventually be able to run Arena in an open-sourced engine. Eventually. In a few years. Okay. OpenXCom, yes. OpenXCom is flat out... Oh, it's great. And you can do a lot more with it than any old mod was ever able to do. TES Online? You mean the OpenMW engine for Morrowind, right? I think it was... Yeah, that's what you're talking about. The important thing that we did. Yes, obviously. So, the answer is... let's go to the original here. So, I think Con was here when we did this as well. But let's just pull this up here. There we go. We're going to switch it over to just footage. Yeah, he's got the armor thing. And what about our wood elf here?
Hi. I'm just going to punt people with a bow and try not to kill the tanks or the healer, because they might kill me.
Right, and finally?
That's Henry, everybody.
Henry, yes.
Yes,
Henry
I
the
am
Wood
a dark... Yes, I am a dark elf, pompous Telvani. I am basically...
Yes. Can you go back to the previous room where we have the person's corpse? Here, I'll do it.
I might have a healing potion. Shitty one.
Oh, look at that! Look at that! He nearly fireballed you. Did you see that?
He turned around and shot at me instead.
Yeah.
Are we sure that the wood elf is the biggest danger?
Yeah. This is unfortunate. This is most unfortunate.
I'll knock you on your ass, boy.
Luckily, he only has touch spells, so we just gotta stay like 5 feet away from him, and then he can't do anything.
Decided to
disconnect and reconnect. Let's lead us on, Con.
I guess we're gonna head down here.
Okay. I believe it's to the left. Kind of around the lake.
Yeah, somewhere around on this side.
Okay.
There should be a sign right here in front of us. Yeah, I'm gonna head over here and see. We want to follow the signs for Molag Mar.
I got this shitty.
So.
Well, that guy is right next to this place. There's a cave.
We'll go and do that then.
We'll go and do that, then we'll head on back to Balmora. Because we need to start depositing loot in Balmora and trying to correct this situation here.
By the way, who got the lady to give over the gold?
Yeah.
I did. I paid her 200 for her to give me $2,000.
Okay.
You bribed her and it brought your disposition up high enough that you could convince her to do it. All right, yeah. I think it's continuing this way, isn't it? Like further over on the road?
Yes, it's up north here, or up the road, I should say.
Yep. So there you go. That's Elder Scrolls right there, online. Yes. There you go. Mm-hmm. Daggerfall is the Iliac Bay region, right here. High Rock's up here, Hammerfell's down there, the bay is here, got the Isle of Belfira, this is Daggerfall right here, Sentinel, and Wayrest. The triangle, these three great kingdoms, but all around there is that, yes. Very good. Mm-hmm. Very good. So, let's figure this out. More. See, they can't find the map because they don't have maps. It makes perfect sense. They can't find it on a map. They don't have maps. No, she got so much, like, that got on the news. That was on TV. She, it's not just an internet meme. Like, the mainstream press tore into her. So, when you said that poor girl, you aren't wrong. Like, she was treated fairly poorly because of that. And it impacted her life in multiple ways that, yeah. It just wasn't a good situation, one way or the other. Bullying on a national level. Well, you're not wrong. But yeah. Hold on. Nothing. I mean, people are fairly fragile. Look at the creator of Flappy Bird. He just wanted to make cool games. He didn't want to make this big sensation. He deleted it because he didn't want the attention from Flappy Bird. It basically ruined his peaceful, happy life. He didn't dream of becoming a super rich creator of things. People like, didn't Nintendo sue Flappy Bird? No, they didn't. Nintendo did not touch Flappy Bird. Yeah, a lot of people say it's, copyright infringement, and it is, but Nintendo did not act on it. Nintendo did not care, oddly enough. The man took it down all on his own because his quiet, peaceful life was being destroyed by his own creation, Flappy Bird. Yes, the guy who voiced Jar Jar regrets having done the role. And that's sad. Well, the fish, the pipes aren't the problem, it's the fish. That is literally a Nintendo creature. Yep. Yes, Rose Tico. That's a good way to put it. Hello, sir. He's not hostile, okay. Rose Tico. The actress was not a bad person, but she was treated badly by a lot of people. Yes. I mean, I'm getting ready to just teleport to the entrance using console commands, to be honest. Because I usually know where the entrance is in a dungeon, but I was teleported here via a, go speak to this, Fighters Guild person, and then I failed the quest, and it's like, okay, well, now you're stuck in a dungeon with no chance of completing the quest. What you gonna do? And the answer is, I'm gonna teleport to the entrance, I think. So, yes. I was gonna say, There we go. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna use console commands. Watch, everybody. Watch the console commands. Here we go. So, said, plus it doesn't matter if you don't have the copyright on pipes. No. The artist, yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, you need to make your own interpretation of pipes, number one. And they just use the artist's work. That's number one. Number two is they literally lifted the thing from Mario. True. Telly to exit. Yeah, you can't just lift someone else's. Like, if someone drew a picture of a bird, then you can't just say, well, he doesn't have a copyright on birds, but he has the copyright on the image he drew. You can't just put that into your own work and say, he doesn't have the copyright on birds. See what I'm saying? So the guy grabbed the actual thing there. He said, didn't the voice actor have such a bad time? He went, for Jar Jar, he got suicidal? Yes. All right, we teleported to the exit. So let's see where it was. A whole area I hadn't explored yet. All right, now that we know where the exit is, let's go explore. Let's connect the pieces. Let's do that. So. There are no birth signs. No. That was a Morrowind thing. To make up for the lack of classes. Because, like, with custom classes, for example, I was able to get 3 times int and spell points as a perk for my class. And it's like, well, how would you do that in Morrowind? You would take the apprentice sign, I guess, but you wouldn't get 3 times. You get the 1.5 times, something like that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, we connected it now. It was just one wrong turn that led up here. That was it. Altmer Atronach? Yeah, well, I don't like the Atronach symbol, or sign at all. Okay, I like regenerating magicka. But you can use potions. Yeah, but I like regenerating magicka. Sorry. Just because you can make a super cheesy combo of something doesn't mean it doesn't break the gameplay loop that I enjoy. If anything, becoming the master of alchemy more or less ruins Morrowind. Okay, wow! We actually got all the way across Glenumbra Moors doing that. We can go straight down into Tulun. Oh, this is good. This is good. Tulun! Take me to Wilderwold. We're going to Wilderwold. Very good. No, Morrowind isn't meant to be broken with alchemy and enchanting. It's just that they never bothered to balance it. And it never even occurred to them to do more than some basic balancing. Mm-hmm. You can mark places on the dungeon. You can do that. You can double click on the map. And, yeah, hold on. Save game as here. Here you go. Here. Yo-ho. Yab Habbob. Okay, there we go. So you can see Hobbob is over there. And, Yahoo is over there. So let's say that we find a section here and we see this. We're going to say check later over there. Okay. And you can see right over there. It's a wall, but you know, you get the point. What's in that door? Yes. See? We're not going to care about any of that. We're going to load the game. Going to Wilderwold. Very good, very good. Uh-huh. Can you see them without checking the map? No. They're not visible in-game. You have to actually look at your map. Use your map.
Good evening, me lord. Helps to have a map.
Alright. Failed to avoid a hostile encounter. What do we fight? That's a ghost. That thing tried to shoot lightning at me. I dodged it, though. How do you dodge lightning? How do you dodge lightning? I guess lightning balls move really slow. I hit him. Got him. The Wraith is dead. It's a pile of bones now. I plucked my arrows out of the Wraith's corpse. Don't ask how that works. It just does.
And that sometimes it doesn't just work.
All right. Yes, magic. You're right.
Feel the power of my magic!
It's true. Okay. Ready to go? Ready to go. Thieves Guild's down there. Cool, there's a Thieves Guild in this town. We're in Tulun now, which is great. We actually managed to get there. Celebration of second planting. Alright, the holiday tradition, similar to first planting. Improvements on the first seeding symbolically suggest improvements in the soil. Free clinics and temples are open. Excellent. For the second and last time of this year, offering cures and suffering to any kind of disease or affliction. Because peace and not conflict is stressed at this time, battle injuries are healed only at full price? Really? Only at full price. No battle injuries at discount. So discounts do not apply. Wow. That's unfortunate. Rebirth works pretty well as long as, what's it called? As long as you don't have any other mods that modify the terrain. But Rebirth is a massive overhaul. And as a result, if you have any other mods that modify the terrain, you're going to end up with lots of problems. Okay. Hello, sir. I need to cast stamina so I don't pass out after this. Train me, please. Thank you. I do not have enough money. But what if I were to take out 800? How about that? Train me. In the pickpocketing. Very good. Any particular part of the city or kingdom I haven't been to? Well, I'm currently in a small town. You notice that it's a small town because it doesn't have a wall around it. It's nowhere near as big as a city. But yeah, basically what we're going to be doing is, like, where I haven't really been, I haven't been too far into the Walthgarian Mountains. There are certain areas in the Walthgarian Mountains I really haven't explored much. But, and Daggerfall as well. Come to think of it, I've only been to this island once, because there's only one dungeon in the entire place. Oh boy. Did you know in the vanilla game, if you get a, if you steal from NPCs, here, on this island, you will actually, and get a Thieves Guild notification. It will crash the game when you open it, because it doesn't know where to place the Thieves Guild quest. There's no location here that's viable for the quest to happen. So the game just crashes out in the vanilla game. Because there's only one location on this island, and it's a dungeon where a vampire clan lives. Anyway, we're gonna go over here, check out these different stores. which is good. Which is very, very good. So we're in Tulun now, which is where we set out to go in the first place. We're a stone's throw from Daggerfall, but I don't want to train in Daggerfall. I want to train here in this small little region. I keep wanting to call these areas provinces because they make more sense being provinces than the Elder Scrolls interpretation of what a province is supposed to be, which is a freaking, like, region. I don't know. It's just... Okay, so Tamriel's provinces should be regions. And Tamriel's kingdoms should technically be... Or, sorry, Daggerfall's kingdoms should be provinces. And then... Like, ugh, it's driving me crazy. Anyway, never mind. I'm speaking nonsense. Don't worry about it. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to put stuff away in our wagon. We're also gonna pick up 200 gold. And we're gonna deposit... I guess we're good. Yeah, I just need to buy some arrows. Bandages, arrows. Yes. Mm-hmm. The most reasonable dungeon density for a game world, you mean? Well, yeah. Unfortunately, other Elder Scrolls games have stuff that's all smashed together. Morrowind deals with that by making you very slow and then also putting like a fog. The fog was needed so that things wouldn't render too far away because the game would have a tendency to crash and problems like that. Yep. Yeah, Skyrim's holds are just incredibly dumb as well. Yeah, those... I don't know. Remember, I'm comparing this to other fantasy worlds, so... I get it. Tamriel operates a bit differently in most respects. I'm just kind of spazzing out over nothing. Don't worry about it. Oh, boy. You don't use distant land because it makes it painfully obvious how slow you're going? Yes, Con. Yes, it does. Do I play Path of Exile? Not every season. Not this season. I played last season. But no, I do not regularly play Path of Exile because it is a time-consuming game for what you get out of it. And a lot of it is repeating the same stuff, so I usually wait until there's some significant additions, like 2 or 3 leagues have gone by, and then I play it again. I'm sure the next big expansion, Path of Exile 2, I'll want to play more of. Yeah, there's bookstores here. I don't think there's anything I want to do right now. No. Are you interested in home theater? Not in here. Not in this little location. I'm certainly not. We have a different room where we have the speakers and the television and all that stuff. Although we technically stream from Netflix and stuff, so I'm thinking, we're not really taking full advantage of that, are we? Okay, then. Alright. No, I'm not an audiophile, so I am literally running all my audio off of the motherboard. Realtek HD audio, go! Alright. Good. Sorry about that. We are leaving this location. I guess we need to rest first. Let's go up and see what tavern that is. There's a camel there, so it's not what we need. There's a pig in front of the Thieves Guild entrances. Good. Yes, a cheap amp will make a huge difference. I should know. We have one in our living room. Okay. We're going this way. Not this way. This way. Very good. Running in short blade increased. What time is it? Getting late. Doesn't matter. We're gonna travel. Grab me some stew. We are invigorated. We're in Tulum now. That's the important thing. So, let's go south. Captain America Paladin builds, you say? I almost always do summon Raging Spirit or some kind of stupid melee attack spam. One of the two. Gotta build those endurance charges. Green buildings, taverns. Orange buildings, shops. Blue buildings, guild halls or services. Gray buildings, people's residences or Thieves Guild. All right. We're going to Artcart, the largest city here. Artcart. Pretty sure there's only two major cities. That's Tulum and Artcart. And we're going to Artcart. I'm assuming because it's spectral shield throw, it throws a spectral version of your shield, not your actual shield, so that you can still block. Not that I care, because I'm not going to be playing the game this season, so it doesn't matter too much. I'll have checked out I'll have checked out other people's builds by the time I'm ready to play again. Okay. Well, that should do it. Wow, apparently there is a tele2pixel command in Daggerfall Unity that allows you to teleport to an exact set of coordinates. I want to see what's over here. Hold on. Radio. So far, a whole lot of nothing. Thought I saw something. Damn shame. Sometimes I luck out and find dungeon entrances. In this case, y'all didn't find shit. Right. Damn shame. Continuing. Very good, very good. Wrong warp to the end of the game. If you want to get to the end of the game, just go to a bank, buy the, buy a ship. Then immediately from the ship, yeah, go to the bank, take out a loan, buy a ship. You can do that all at once. Once you buy a ship, teleport to your ship. Then immediately leave the ship going straight north. Go north for about 6 minutes through the water, and you will reach the dungeon entrance for the final dungeon. Navigate your way through the final dungeon, and you will find the end of the game. It was a developer shortcut for testing end-game functionality. They never removed it. But it only exists in the ship space. Meaning you have to buy a ship and teleport to it and then go straight north. It's the only way to the final dungeon without doing the main quest. Let's go. Dark cart. Yeah, Daggerfall speedruns are nothing mysterious. You can usually get 100,000 gold loan right off the bat. So, there's nothing stopping you. Whoop, someone's here, take him out. As soon as it gets dark, we get bandits. It's almost like clockwork. Oh. Okay, we're gonna do this. Here we go. Good. You feel somewhat bad. Great. That's what I want to do. I want to die of poison. Okay. Well, Morrowind speedrunning is actually kind of depressing because there's so much great content that is just completely skipped. I prefer longer form speedruns where less can be skipped. I think the last speedrun I actually sat down and watched was a thing called Super Metroid Impossible. And that's what convinced me to play through Project Base, which I'm glad I did. I was going to just skip. I'm going to cure poison. Yes, good. No, an arena speedrun is just go do the Fang layer 7 times. And that counts. That like will advance the main quest to the end. I'm not joking. I've started on Metroid Prime Con. I've gotten a whole, I've gotten to Fendrana Drift. Haven't continued past that point yet. We'll get there soonish. Soonish. Oh boy, tigers. Goodbye. Goodbye, tigers. Unlike the bandits, you don't profit me to kill. Yeah, people argue all the time over speedrunning and what patch you're using. It's always the earliest version of the Japanese version. Yeah, I've already played through Doom Eternal on Ultra Violence. I will have to play it again on Nightmare and go for completion on everything, but that's something I'm going to do a little later on, I think. Been a crazy day so far, and we played a lot of Daggerfall. I mean, I've enjoyed it, and I've managed to make a lot of progress, but at the same time, you know, quite a bit going on. Mm-hmm. Hostile encounter, please avoid. Failed to avoid. That's a zombie. Zombie. Avoid. Yeah, I'm not letting you get into melee range, you bastard. I'm already hurt as it is. There we go. Getting some damage in. Yeah, I enjoyed Doom Eternal. Took a while. Took me quite some time, actually. Let's see, how close are we to Arc Cart? Arc Cart's a little far away when we go to Aldville in 1 hour. Let's do it. We'll make our journey to Arc Cart tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Amnesia the Dark Descent. Yes. Yes. Second season planting. Here we go. Tavern we can sleep in. That's all we need. Is there a Thieves Guild here? No Thieves Guild here. Okay, straight to the tavern then. The Unfortunate Castle. Oh boy. We're gonna sleep in the Unfortunate Castle. Hello, sir. Room for the night? Yes, thank you. He only took full price. I couldn't argue it down, unfortunately. Right. Let's see here. Let's cast Jump and jump on the top of the bed. Jump skill. Oh boy. Good enough. I haven't played Thief in a while. Level up! We are level 9. Agility to 90. Yes. For the other points, speed to 65, personality. Let's round off personality at 60. That'll help. That's good. 90 agility. That gets us +4 to our hit roll. We're gonna miss a lot less often now. Yes. So this'll do. Wait, what time is it? 3 a.m. We don't need to be outside yet. Let's cast jumping. Okay. Levitate. And sleep. That should do it. 7:50. Very good. Basically 8 o'clock. Give me some food. That stew will invigorate me, as in I don't have to worry about my stamina depleting as quickly. Alright, let's go this way. Warehouse. What do we have in the warehouse? Adamantium Warhammer. Buy the bandage. Always buy the bandage. Nothing over here. Another bandage. That's it for that. Right. Down south. The Restless Guard. Oh boy, the Restless Guard sounds like... Oh, a bookshop there? Well, I don't need a bookshop, that's for sure. Warehouse there? That's just a general... Oh, so it's 2 general stores next to each other. That's fine. Yes. Arrows. Exactly what we don't need, but we're getting anyway. We're at 1,893 arrows. Believe it. Believe it. Bit by bit, our arrow count is going up. Why? Because we're working on our mercantile skill. Yep, we're at 34% mercantile right now. Bit by bit, it goes up. Check the next general store. Which one's this? The trading post. Lady Theodrin's trading post. Let me guess, you are not the... Yeah, you're... I really wish that the names of tavern owners or shops matched their... the person you'd actually be talking to in the shop. Maybe not all the time, but a good chunk of the time. Makes sense. People inherit. People, you know, have all kinds of reasons. Someone might be the owner who doesn't actually run the shop. Goodness knows some of the best restaurants do not have their owners working at them because their owners are garbage at being running a restaurant. They leave the running to someone else, and they just work on ownership and the logistics of ownership. But, yep. Still, it just bugs me that 99% of the time, there's no connection with the name. Well, you talk about kitchen nightmares, but you have to understand that there are tons of, what's it called? Tons of restaurants with problems that aren't big enough for kitchen nightmares to give a shit about, but are still big enough to ruin your day as a customer. Take a moment and think about that. Okay. We are going to leave the town now that we looted all the things. So. My favorite part about sushi places is ordering beef. Alright. We're gonna go this way now. Going back over to Art Cart. Yes. Traveling to Art Cart. Doomer, thank you for subscribing. All right. This area looks cool. Look, there's a little, Right. Crowd of citizens have gathered to watch fisticuff matches among the local citizenry. The organizer carries several stacks of money, which are destined for the winners of each match. It looks like next round is starting. Opponent has been volunteered. Do you try your hand? Sure. Your opponent and you square up. Once the signal is given, you trade blows rather equally, neither gaining real advantage over the other. After several minutes, the crowd grows restless, and you are both ejected in favor of more skilled combatants. Damn shame. What kind of bow? Adamantium. You notice that it's the string that changes in quality, not the actual bow. The bow itself is wood, and then the string is whatever quality. Kind of funny. And then here, the string is, the string doesn't take the quality, the guard does. Look at that. The guard takes the, like, the grip. The grip takes the quality. There. Beef and sushi rolls is more of a Korean thing? Yes, it is. And I have had many Korean friends over the years. Kimchi for days. Alright, let's see here. Bandage. Arrows. Buy. Buy arrows again. Another bandage. Very good. Good enough. A G-string? No, that's a loincloth. Aren't you excited for loincloths? There's even the bulge there for men. Ah, champion attire. It opens... Damn. Doesn't open for a while. Damn shame. Damn shame. Check out this place. Good. Adamantium longbow. Pretty sure I already have one of those, thanks. What do we got? Sell all things. Sell all things. Yeah, Mithril Wakazashi. That one. Be careful about what we're getting rid of. Keep the adamantium. Get rid of the mithril. Get rid of the adamantium mace as well. How much do you want? 8,000? Sure, let's do it. No problem there. Let's check the vintage blacksmith instead. Vintage, right. Noticing some swords, none that I want, but there were mithril long blades anyway. Good. Let's go visit the Thieves Guild now. Get our training in. Training's important. It's how we progress with our thievy skills. As you can see, our lockpicking and pickpocket, I need to get my lockpicking up to 35. And our goal is to get 40 in both of these. And I'm sure the Thieves Guild will allow us to progress. But we need to go talk to the Thieves Guild. Going to release the bees. Alright. You can tell it's a Thieves Guild because the pig stands guard. And who do you find in a Thieves Guild but a normal lady? Don't worry about it. Now, we're gonna go over here. Over here is where the Guildmaster sits on his bucket and reads. I wonder why. This man is here. Let's go back and around. Upstairs is where we find our general guildmates, including a bunch of loot that I can have for no reason. Holy dagger, holy water. You'd think that the guild would dislike me for taking the stuff on the ground, but they don't. Hello, sir. Training. Very good. Give me lockpicking. Your stomach rumbles.